Hi guys, welcome back to the workout batch. Today we'll be discussing questions from General Clauses Act. Like you all know, in the workout batch, General Clause Act, we're going to discuss last 5 years from 2019 to 2024, all the questions from your past exam, RTP and MTP. In this workout batch for General Clause Act, all these put together in this material that we're going to solve, we have 40 questions. Okay, now 40 questions our target to do in 1 hour. Sir, how is that possible? I'm going to focus on accuracy over here, correct answer. Those who are yet to see General Clause Act over here, go to YouTube, find General Clause Act from my channel. It is freely available in marathon, just 1.5 hours. I would have finished the entire General Clause Act. Even if you are studying for the first time, more than sufficient with this material that everything is covered. Now we are coming to focus on those students who know General Clause Act, who are the smart ones, because General Clause Act will guarantee you 6 marks in the exam. 2 3-mark question will come in every attempt. Let's go from the first question in our book itself. I will read it fastly, guys. Cope up with the pace. If the time I am giving you is not sufficient to read the question, no problem. You pause, read and continue, because I am not going to reduce my speed in this workout batch. Okay. If there's anything, we have some students over here, they will also tell us. If it's very fast, let me know, put your hand up, totally fine. Okay. Any doubts you have, ask me here, put your hand up, totally fine. Second mic, I didn't give you, leave it. Next time I will keep the mic. Okay. Yogveer Singh has a mango orchard at some village, Bilsapur. Okay. Orchard has more than 100 mango trees. Super. Yogveer Singh has sold orchard along with all the mango trees. So in the Yogveer Singh, Yuvraj Singh, Matitang. Okay, or Yograj Singh. Okay, this Yuvraj Singh, basically what he is doing, he has 100 mango trees. Along with the mangoes, he sold it. To whom? Maybe Dhoni, they have not told. Explain in light of provisions of General Clause Act whether sale of trees is considered as an immovable property. I would have told in class, immovable property definition is very, very important. It includes 4 things. It includes land, benefits arising out of land, things attached to earth, and things permanently fastened to anything arising anything attached to earth. I told in class you have to mug up this definition also. So that answer is basically from here. This will be an immovable property because trees are benefits arising out of earth. Okay, land, yes. So the same benefits arising out of land and port, they will tell trees are benefits arising out of land attached to the earth, and hence mango trees are immovable. 1 minute, 1 question. 40 questions here and there. 60 minutes we have to finish. Question 2. X owned, how many times it came? Ayo. Okay. X owned a land with 50 tamarind trees. What is tamarind trees? Doesn't matter. He sold his land after cutting the 50 trees to Y. X sold trees to Y after cutting it. Is it sale of immovable property? Answer is no. Before cutting, immovable property. After cutting, no, it is not an immovable property. Therefore, same answer. Because it is cut after cutting, therefore, this timber cannot be immovable property since the same are not attached to the earth. What is attached to earth only? You are cutting and destroying the earth. So once you destroy the earth, you don't call it as immovable property. Examiner, don't write all of this, guys. That's it. It is not an immovable property. Look at the presentation. First, he is not writing facts. These are all 2 to 3 mark questions. General Clause Act is a 3-mark question. I can't write facts over here. Here, straight away write the provision. Then analysis, conclusion. Save the time. Are you following, guys? Next. Direct questions I will not be discussing in workout batch, because direct question, instead of me reading from the book at that time, you can read, guys. I will just tell you what is direct question. You will read by yourself. Case study questions only we are going to focus. Repeal of provision is different from deletion of provision. Yes. Repeal na replacement. Simple. Repeal na a provision is being changed. No, it's being repealed. See, repeal of provision is different. Let me give. Repeal ordinarily brings about complete abolition of the provision as if it never existed. For example, VAT Act was repealed. The VAT Act was repealed. Now VAT is not even there. Okay, thus all the rights, all registration is taken away. Deletion means ordinarily it takes effect from the date of legislation affecting the said deletion, never to affect total effect or wiping out the provision as if it never existed. For example, in Companies Act section 11 is deleted. That section is deleted from that day and 11 is replaced as section 10A. Yes, okay, are you following, guys? So got the difference between repeal and deletion. Repeal now fully gone, that act never existed. Deletion, that one part is deleted. Okay, this same case we have it in our book also. Okay, where is it? If somebody has our book, I would have given key case laws. Okay, in key case I have told you repeal is different from deletion. Update same wordings. You don't have to remember the case law name. What is there inside contents? If you just read it once, you will be able to write. Are you following, guys? Clear. Next, fourth, what is the meaning of service by post? Examiner's favorite question. Post vandale examiner will wake up. Post, notice post. So many times it came. Repeat so many times. So for this serving by post, we also have it in our book. In our book, we have something called key provisions. Meaning, according to me, what are all the important provisions of the act in Sully, I would have kept in a place called key provisions. In this key provisions, I would have told serving by post includes three things: properly addressed, prepaying, sent by registered post. If these three things are there, means post is valid. That's it. This dabba you write means 3 marks you will get. Same thing is there here. Serving by post is properly addressed, prepaying and registered post. That's it. That's it. Direct question. Next. Now, and what to say? Same service by post, an application based question they're asking. Question number 5. Which color is better suited here? Green. No? I'm just trying different colors. Okay. A notice was served on Mr. P for appearing in the court. Court their notice is sent on P. However, the notice could not be served on account of the fact that the house of P was found locked. See, if somebody has done a crime, he is not in the house. So, house of P was locked. Thus, P did not appear in the court. He is saying, I am not in the house. House is locked. I can't come to court because I did not get the notice. Examine the situation as per the provisions of GCA. Determine whether P will be liable. Answer: yes. According to the concept, serving of notice by post means if the post is sent correctly to the address given, yes. Prepaid, yes. Sent by registered post, yes. All these three yes na, I don't care if you don't receive the post, if your house is locked or somebody else stored the post. No. Serving of post means in the moonume pantana, yes. So it is valid. So again same answer. These three. Therefore, they will tell a letter containing the document have been effected at the time at which the letter is delivered. Hence, where the notice could not be served on account of the fact that the house Mr. P was locked, it is deemed that notice is properly served. I follow the 3 points. Look how beautifully they have done analysis. Analysis is a mix of provision and fact. Now look at this. The first line, a letter containing the document to have been effected at the time at which the letter would have been delivered in the ordinary course of post. This is basically the provision part. Then, therefore, based on above concept now, normally I will deliver it here. So, based on above concept where the notice could have not been served, P's house was locked, still it will be a valid notice. Are you able to follow, guys? What do you mean by good faith? Good faith again is very simple. We would have given in our definitions of our book what is good faith. A thing shall be deemed to be done in good faith if it is done honestly. I did not enough. Whether it is done negligently or not doesn't matter. If you're careless, it's okay. Same definition. What is good faith? They will write good faith if it's done honestly, whether it's done negligently or not. Are you following, guys? Then they're also saying for General Clause Act, I will follow good faith. This some other act is saying something else. Now, please follow. That's some other act thing. That's all. Next, question 7, which talks about commencement of an act. SEBI issue of capital and disclosure requirements 5th Amendment regulations looks scary. Was issued by SEBI by notification 14th August with effect from 1st Jan. That means notification came on 14th August. But what is the effective date mentioned in the notification? 1st Jan. That means the SEBI ICDR regulations, issue of capital and disclosure regulations, will come into force from which date? 1st Jan. Commencement, we would have learned one thing. If notification has a date, what date is mentioned in notification only, that date will be effective. If no date is mentioned in ACNA, date on which president is signing. Same thing they would give here. Okay, so it will come in on 1st of Jan. Are you following, guys? Next to question number 8. As per the provisions of Companies Act, a whole-time KMP shall not hold office in more than one company except its subsidiary at the same time. That means if I am a KMP in the holding, you cannot be KMP anywhere else, not allowed. But they are allowing you to be a KMP in the subsidiary alone. Referring to section 13 of GCA, examine whether a whole-time KMP can be appointed in more than one subsidiary company. Now in the key provisions, I would have taught you one concept in key provisions in the class. If not also, you learn from whichever book you took. Gender and number, I would have told, in number, words in singular will include words in plural. Now the act is saying you can be a KMP only in the subsidiary. You can't be KMP in other companies. Now can he be in more than one subsidiary? Yes, the word except its subsidiary will include subsidiaries. Are you following? Therefore, look at the conclusion. Thus, a whole-time KMP may hold office in more than one subsidiary as per present law, because singular includes plural. Look how they have presented, guys. First, they have given here. See, there are different ways to present. Okay, this question, 3 marks only in exam. 100 GCA na 3 marks. GCA 3 marks in exam. Okay, one question I'm saying. Now, they are saying Act provides whole KMP shall not hold office in more than one except subsidiary at same time. Okay, this is, they are writing the facts. With respect to the issue whether a KMP or holding appointed in more than one subsidiary, here first there are the first 2 points are facts, guys. Point 1 and point 2 is facts. How many marks for that? 0. If time is there, you can, otherwise you can leave. Now, why they wrote facts here? Because in this question, if I write only analysis conclusion, one line it will get over. Look at this. Section 13 says singular includes plural. Therefore, subsidiary includes more than one subsidiary. Either 2 lines la mudichiruven. Examiners will not feel to give you 3 marks. So to make the answer look bigger, in the MTP itself they may wrote facts. Are you following, guys? Getting it? So when you think the answer is very small, singular includes plural. Therefore, subsidiary includes subsidiaries. Is that an answer? That's what they wrote. But why they wrote the facts again? So that it elevates the answer. That's it. Okay. Next, question number 9. R, an advocate, fraudulently deceived his client Mr. C. Chandan, who was taking his expert advice on taxation matters. Now, R is liable to a fine for his fraudulent act. Under both Advocates Act and Income Tax Act, I can predict the question. Can he be punishable under both acts? This also we studied. Answer is no. For this in GCA we would have seen. Provision has to be punishable under 2 or more enactment. This also key provisions. So in our material I would have told you, if you are skipping the whole act also, at least learn key provisions. See how many questions are coming from here. Simple. I can't be punished twice for the same thing. Get slapped once, enough. Daily I can't get slapped. Okay. That's what they are saying here. Advocate Act and Income Tax Act, which he will be punishable. Court will decide which one. The Supreme Court or High Court, wherever case is pending, that one. So where an act or omission constitutes an offence under 2 or more enactments, offender shall be liable to prosecute and punish under either of those. That court can decide wherever penalty is higher. Okay. Following, guys, that's it. Explain the term commencement. Now in these 40 questions, remember, guys, concepts are going to repeat. When the concepts are going to repeat, I am not going to repeat my explanation. We are in a workout batch. Workout is newly trending. Sir, we studied, sir. We know a concept. We want to practice. Weetla, I am lazy. 40 questions I will not do. 5 questions, 1 reel. 10 questions, 20 reels I will see. So, quickly we have to do. Commencement. What is commencement? We already studied. Repeat with me, guys. Recording and here. Commencement. When act is coming in force, whatever date is mentioned in the official, in the notification, if no date is mentioned, date on which president signs. That's it. That's the same thing. Are you following, guys? Clear? Commencement means from which day the act is coming into force. So if they say 1st Jan, from that day they will catch you. Not wearing helmet, new rule in Tamil Nadu, 5,000 rupees penalty from 1st Jan 2026. But I'm telling you now itself. That means now you know, be prepared from 1st Jan. After that also I will not wear, sir. That is different. Okay. Explain the meaning of calculation of duty to be taken on a pro rata basis. This just came once, even though it's part of our key provisions. Pro rata basis. Pro rata is simple. ITC declared a dividend of 2000 crores. Will you get fully? You will get your share for how many shares you have. I have 2 shares, sir. Then you find proportionately I will calculate. That we know, no. That only is pro rata. So the same thing he is saying. Based on quantity, weight or measurement, then they are saying you give it on pro rata basis. That's what here also they are saying. That's it, answer. See, that's it. Duty to be, they are saying the same weight, measure or quantity should be on pro rata basis. That's it. This they have never tested in exam. Just to one MTP it came. What they will test in this? Since it came in MTP, it's in our workout. Okay, next. Question number 12. Again from key provisions question. Companies Act provides that the amount of dividend remained unpaid or unclaimed after 30 days from the date of declaration, section 123, pay within 30 days, then it shall be transferred to unpaid dividend account within 7 days from expiry of 30 days. That is section 124, unpaid dividend. Section number 13, leave it. If the expiry of such 30 days is 30th October, he is saying 30 days got over on 30th October, decide the last day on which you should transfer to unpaid dividend account. Companies Act other laws you mix panni kekran. He is asking count 7 days. So they are saying it shall be transferred within 7 days from the date of expiry of 30 days. 30 days expired on which day? 30th October. So from here 7 days. Will I count 30th October? No. I will only count 31st October and then, so 31st October 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? It will go till 6th of. So that means within 6th of November I have to transfer. That's it. Answer should be that within 6th of November. How many marks? 3 marks it came in May 19. Lucky fellows. Got 3 marks. Okay. That this provision also is there in our key provision. In key provision I would have given first concept. Commencement and termination of time. From use panangna, that day I should not count. So if you see here, from is used here. 7 days from the expiry of 30 days now, then the day on which it ends, 30th October I should not count. That means they are saying 7 days from 30th October and so on. 30th October I will not count and 7 days after that. If they use the word to 30th October, then 30th October also is included. This is the provision. What I am trying to do along with answers, I am trying to teach you provision also. Okay, so if you skip this concept now, you will know. Explain the validity of the following statement with reference to GCA. Things attached to earth have to be immovable property. Is it correct? No, things permanently attached to earth. How are you following, guys? Okay, so sorry. Oh yeah, you're right. Things attached to the third part of definition. So land, benefits arising out of land, things attached to earth, and things permanently fastened to anything attached to earth. You're right. So this is true. Yes. How to prove that in exam? Give definition of immovable property. Now you understood why I told you to mug up this definition in class. Mug it up how many times you wrote. The words bullocks could be interpreted to include cows. True or false? Bullock na theriyum sir. Bullock is basically that male version of bull. Cow is, let's say, I may be wrong also, guys, but here they're testing that singular and plural. Okay, wow. So look at the answer. In General Clause Act, we would have studied one concept. Masculine includes feminine. That means, can I say bull includes cow? Bullock silla, bull vechkonga. Bull long theriyuma. Can I say bull includes cow? Masculine includes feminine. Eppadi kekkaram paranga question. Okay. So what is the answer? Bullocks could be interpreted as cows. The statement is not valid. Here they are saying where a word connoting a common gender is available, but the word used conveys a specific gender. So if you read the provision here, words in masculine shall include feminine. However, where the law is specific, such assumption cannot be made. Meaning, the word bull means male. I can't assume it to be female. When I can tell he includes she, if I write the word he, then I can tell it includes she. They can be male or female. I can interchange. So when specifically I am saying, for example, if I write Sanjay in Eldra, Sanjay na male. Can I say Sanjay includes female? Like that. So bull na male. Are you getting it? That is what they are saying here. So the word bullocks could not include cows because as general knowledge, bull na male. Male cow. Correct? Okay. Next. Question number 14. Examine the validity of following statements with reference to GCA. Board of Sabharwal Construction Private Limited authorizes by passing resolution in board meeting Mr. Munim to appoint 5 employees for accounts department of company. Munim appointed 5 employees including Rupal, who was relative of one of the directors of the company. So they appointed 5 employees and one of them is a relative of director. This only is key so far. Next. After 1 month, Munim observed that Rupal was not performing his duties honestly. Munim issued the order of dismissal of Rupal with proper reasons. Rupal filed a petition in the court that his dismissal of order is not valid as board of directors authorized Munim only to appoint employees and not for dismissal. Whether Rupal is correct? No. We studied this. Where we studied this? I told in miscellaneous concepts, powers and functionaries. Power to appoint somebody includes power to suspend and dismiss. Hey, I am appointing class leader. I can even change the class leader by dismissing. This we discussed in class. Same thing. MTP 22. Develop a question. What is the question? If you can appoint somebody, you can dismiss them. Therefore, on the basis of above provisions, Rupal was not correct on because as per GCA, power to appoint includes power to suspend or dismiss. 3 marks. Are you enjoying, guys? Either way, 100 marks on in the chapter. Okay. Question 15. Yellow and pink had a long distance dispute. Okay. Had a long dispute regarding the ownership of land for which a legal suit was pending in the court. Sana podrang, guys. Okay. Could be brother, sister. Court fixed the date of hearing on 29th April, which was announced to be holiday subsequently by the government leave and solta aniki. What would be the computation of time? We studied in general class as computation time is not the next day, it is the next day on which the authority is next open. So if 30th April 2022 authority is open na that day as per GCA, but in reality court will tell some other day. Are you getting it, guys? MTP March 23 and September 23 and Jan 21 it came 3 times. Yes, Harish. We'll go as per act. I'm repeating doubt for online students. Harish is asking previous question la power to appoint mattu irukuma, power to elect also will be there. The wording says the appointment, whoever can appoint has the power to suspend or dismiss. That's it. So elect is different from appoint. No, appoint na sonna you will be appointed. Elect na election irukum. Somebody will come in election. So that is not coming here. I hope your doubt is cleared. We'll go as per act. That's it. 2015 is done. 15 out of 40 done, guys. Okay. How much time we took? 25 minutes. Okay. Fine. The Income Tax Act provides that the gratuity paid by the government to its employees is fully exempt from tax. You are required to explain the scope of the term government and clarify whether exemption for gratuity will be covered by state government employees. We studied the term government includes those 3 lines that we studied in school. In class, I would have told. Ayo, it went off somewhere. Those 3 things. Government includes legislative, executive, and judiciary. That's it. That is the answer. Government shall include and the government securities will include securities, and government includes central and state government. Of course, central state government including legislative, judiciary, and executive. Okay. So here they are saying government includes central and state government. Therefore, state government employees it will be covered. That's it. Therefore, Income Tax Act says gratuity paid by government to employees it's fully exempt. Exemption is for both central and State government employees also. Correct? That's it. This is not like CSR. Only PM cares fund I will take, CM cares fund I will not take. Okay. This as per GCA. Okay. Examine the validity of following statements. Again, they're asking true or false. Money. Insurance policies covering immovable properties have to be immovable property. He's saying insurance policy of is also immovable property. Bullocks again came off. I'm not repeating. Bull cow. Just now we finished. What is first question? Insurance policy covering immovable property have to be taken as have to be taken as immovable property. Statement is not valid. Written insurance policy is a written document containing an agreement between insurer and insurer. It's basically service. See, service. Very simple. In 1897, did we have service? Did we have insurance policy that time? No. Upon that in the definition common sense. Because that time they'll cover only goods. It's a matter issued for purpose of recording the matter. It's a document. Hence, insurance policy is not definition of immovable property. I will just check in case law it's there, but I don't think it will be there in the case laws that I would have given you in the books. Because that time insurance policy in case law every varum. Okay. Are you following, guys? See, when we are solving 40 questions, 1 or 2 questions will be out of the box. They tested this twice. That's why we are doing workout. Are you following, guys? It's a very unique question. That means if you have the workout book with you, in the question important and mark panni vechukanu or edavadhu or star and podnu, because it's little different. So day before exam you don't have time to again watch this 1 hour or 1.5 hour video. In the question number 2 paathirukanu, insurance policy service not covered. That's it. Yes, very simple. Insurance policy, why it's not covered, sir? I'm not able to understand. Very simple. Go to definition of immovable property. Okay. Is the definition covering anywhere document or policy? No. Land, not insurance policy. Benefits arising out of land, not insurance policy. Things attached to earth, not immovable, not insurance. Permanently fastened, not insurance. That's it. Therefore, not immovable property. Correct. See, your point is saying, then if you say, then everything else will be interlinked somewhere. No. You are saying is insurance policy is covering immovable property. I can't call it as immovable property. Simple. I have an Activa. It's a immovable property. I am taking insurance on Activa. It will become PP. Yeah? Insurance will debit to P&L because Activa insurance is for 1 year. Got it? Feel free to ask the doubts case. Bullock and cow, I am not explaining. Repeat of question. Okay. The path act done negligently shall be deemed to be done in good faith. Yes, because good faith says that. Comment with help of provisions. What to comment? Adna good faith definition. How many times it came? So many times. Okay. You have to explain that in your own words. Look at that. Good faith has been defined differently in different laws. Contract act, it has different meaning. Therefore, this definition is only for this act. Andamai. That's it. Okay. Next. Notice is back. Registered post, okay, and acknowledgement due. A notice when required under statutory rules to be sent by registered post, acknowledgement due is instead sent by registered post only. Whether the protection of presumption regarding serving of notice by registered post under the GCA is tenable. In class you have studied, but I will quickly say. Notice by acknowledgement due and registered post. Same thing we have in our book. Where? In key provisions. Key provisions I would have given here. At the point, look at this. The statement we have is the question. Where a rule states that notice to be sent by registered post, acknowledgement due is sent by registered post. It is not tenable. That's it. Therefore, answer is it is not tenable. But what is the provision? What is acknowledgement due? Sometimes post you are putting sign in the house courier. That is called registered post. Acknowledgement vaangikonga. Appo post is complete. Registered post no need sign. வீட்டுக்கு வந்து post boxல போட்டு போட்டுறோம். Post boxல சார் தூக்கி போட்டு போவோம். That's enough. So if somebody is, where the provision is saying you get the acknowledgement, you have to send by that mode. You can't send in different mode. Are you following, guys? All of you. Shall we speed up the pace or continue same pace or slow down? Continue same pace. Hurry. Okay. Anybody wants me to slow down? No. Then fine. Okay. Next. 20th question, half over, in Mursta half over, okay. Sohan has issued a promissory note of 1000 to Mohan on 17th May 2021. Payable 3 months after date. Foundation ஞாபகம் வருது sir. Okay. After that, a sudden holiday was declared on 20th August due to Muharram. As per the provisions of GCA, what should be the presentation of promissory note of payment? 19th August or 21st? நல்ல வேலை மொஹரம் சடன் ஹாலிடேன்னு சொன்னோம். பிகாஸ் சடன் ஹாலிடே மீன்ஸ் வி ஆல்வேஸ் நோ இட் இஸ் நெக்ஸ்ட் டே. பட் ஆஸ் பர் ஜிசிஏ, ஈவன் இஃப் இட் இஸ் சண்டே, நேஷனல் ஹாலிடே, வாட் எவர் டே, இட் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் next day, next to working day. Therefore 21st August. What if it was 14th August was Muharram? Then it will not be 15th August, because 15th August is not working day. It will become 16th August. Next day when the authority is open. Okay, in the Maya they have not asked in exam because I am not setting the paper. Next question number 21. This is only my favorite question in GCA. I start class with this. What is financial year as per GCA? How many times they would have asked this? Many times. Ayush and Vipul are good friends and pursuing CA course. Unga pathi dhaan pesanom. Okay. While doing group studies for the paper corporate and other law, they are confused about the provisions of section 3 of Companies Act. Section 3 provides a company may be formed. Oh, and the question illa, but fine. And the question varum. When I saw CAs na, it will come like that. We will find that question. Okay, don't worry. They are saying section 3 provides a company may be formed for any lawful purpose by both Ayush and Vipul are in difficulty of the meaning of the word may, whether it shall be taken as mandatory or directory. Interpretation of statutes GCA mix பண்ணி கேட்டான். May is mandatory or directory? Directory. May is directory, shall only is mandatory. But in iOS you would have also studied 3 cases where may is read as shall. Okay, that's it. So what is may, directory, all of that. Are you following? Actually இது வந்து iOS question, but they have mixed it and it's coming over here. Are you following, guys? Clear? Next, section 218 of Income Tax Act provides that company is said to be a company in which public are substantially interested. If a company which is registered under section 25 of Companies Act, after the advent of the Companies Act 2013, the corresponding change has not been made in 218 of Income Tax Act, explain with the provisions of GCA how this provision of Income Tax Act will be considered. Beautiful concept. I have told in class also. Exam like this question will come. It has been floating in RTPs for quite some time. Which concept I will tell you in little detail. In general rules of construction, section number 8, in class also we would have discussed this. Beautiful concept. Towards the end in class we would have done. Work out, don't worry about which class. Okay. Construction and reference to repealed enactments. Okay. This concept, if now those who studied our class will know which concept. I will explain this again in detail because it's a very beautiful concept. In my view, in 2025, 3 attempts are there for CA Inter. Any one attempt, this question will be there in the exam. Okay. That's just a gut feeling, guys. Okay. Gut feeling has generally come out well. Because as a faculty, we will know. Romanala Kekla, it should come. Okay. What they are saying, Income Tax Act is referring to the 1956 Act section 25. But Income Tax Act 1961. Now, this act is removed and replaced with Companies Act 2013. But in this old Income Tax Act, they are still referring to the old Companies Act. What to do in Kekran? What to do? It means it will automatically lead and refer to the new act. Same thing we would have done in book also. Where an act is referring to a provision which is amended or act is replaced, then you are referring to the new act. That only they are saying here. They are referring to 25 of Companies Act 1956. Now the new act 2013 came, you have to refer to the parallel section of Companies Act 2013. You will not refer to section 25 of Companies Act, the deemed prospectus. This concept will now be in some other section of that concept. So, what they are saying, as per the question, it will be referred to the new act. Where is that? So every act, it is later, if this is only key point. If a later act merely makes a reference to a former act or existing law, it is only a reference and all amendments, repeals, new law subsequently made will have effect unless it is saved by the new provision. Okay, the new act will take the replacing the old act unless they are saying don't do that. Okay. How to write the answer? You read, guys. Presentation is, that's why you have this hard copy or soft copy, whichever mode you are watching. We are only focusing on accuracy of answers, here and there presentation. Explain briefly 4 effects of repeal under section 6. I told you guys in class to mug up 4 concepts in GCA. What are the 4 concepts? Definition of immovable property, definition of good faith, definition of document, and effect of repeal. I told to mug up these 4 because this only they asked directly. These are all the past history. Immovable property came so many times. Good faith came so many times. Now effect of repeal. 2 times it got tested in 2 May exams. Okay. Generally ICA has a thing. Mail repeal ana mail mattum dhaan varum. November la varad. If you see the pattern. Okay. All that I do it for expected questions. All that analysis. So here, idhe page la effect of repeal. 4 things. Revive not anything repealed. Previous operation, right, penalty, inquiry. Previous case will continue. Any refund will continue. All those points. Sir, then why did you ask us to mug up even document definition? Document is one which is not yet tested. I should not only tell you to mug up what is there in the past, but what can come also. This is one thing that can come. So that's why I asked you to mug up document. Okay. Same thing. The same points what we have in book, those 5 points. Clear? That's it. Next, 24. What do you mean by good faith? Now we're talking about good faith. November 19. What is good faith? Mug up that fully, guys. One answer you learn good faith, it's done. Clear? Now I'm going fast because what is repeated, I'm not spending time on that. Okay. Define the term affidavit. We would have studied. I told you to mug up one sentence there in affidavit. Affidavit means in its grammatical variation and cognate expressions, affirmations and solliruppan. That point you should write. Definition of affidavit. Affidavit na the court la vandu aluvangle. I na satyam pandra, I didn't do anything, giving evidence. Affidavit, oath, swear. Are you following? Person giving evidence. With its grammatical variation and cognate expression shall include affirmation and declarations of the person by law allowed to affirm. Very important. Allowed to affirm na. Simply I am going to court. Can I run to that place and tell na promise pandra? No. Who is allowed to affirm only they can affirm. That's it. Definition. Like this nowadays don't expect in 2025 exams, guys. This is November 19. Now they're asking only case study based questions. If you can even see the pattern, see, these are all direct questions. If you see on top the questions that we did, see, these are all 2023, 2021. Can you see here? 2023, 2021 case. Here, see, 2022 case. That means those days it used to be direct. Now they're asking what, guys? So that means 2019 timeline used to be direct. Now they're asking case study. This is a proof for you. Okay. Next. Which question? Affidavit over. 26 November 20. Okay. Nice. Case study questions only we enjoy. K went to a jewelry shop to purchase diamond ornaments. இப்படிலாம் டெம்ப் பண்ணுறான் பாருங்க, காசு இருந்தால் என்ன பண்ணலாம், சிஏ படிங்க அப்படின்னு. The owners of the jewelry shop are notorious and indulging in smuggling activities. Mrs. K purchased diamond ornaments honestly without making proper enquiries. Was the purchase made in good faith? Answer. A honest purchase made carelessly without making enquiries cannot have to be said to be in good faith so as to convey good title. Hold on. A thing shall be done to be done in good faith, where in fact done honestly, whether it is done negligently or not. But this is as per General Clause Act. They are asking us as per which act? As per General Clause Act only. The definition of good faith as in generally understood in the civil law and which may be taken as practical get and understanding expression. Indian Contract Act, nothing is to be done in good faith which is done without due care. That means as per Indian Contract Act, this is not good faith. Correct? Because Indian Contract Act says that doctrine of caveat of emptor. Buyer has to be careful. Buyer should make enquiries. So, how he has given the answer? Look at this. This question, as per GCA, it is a good faith. But same thing in our book also I would have given. Look at this. Study mat has this. Good faith, a honest purchase made carelessly without making proper enquiries cannot be have done in good faith so as to convey good title as per Indian Contract Act. But this paragraph is there in your study mat. That's why I have it here also. Are you getting it? Therefore the answer also, if you see, they are saying here clear ah kuduthirukam parunga, as per Indian Contract Act. So he has given the answer as per Indian Contract Act. So this is one case where they are giving the final answer. In exam, if it comes like this, what to do? Okay, exam, always our thought process should be, yes, what is right? But sometimes in a very few questions, now out of 40 questions, this is the first question where we have, look at this, case 1. Kuduthirukkan keela. Oh, the case 2, sorry, my bad. So sometimes we will have two alternative assumptions. Okay, idum correct ah irukum, adum correct ah irukum. But what ICA is following, we have to follow that. Here, because study material has this word where they are telling you good faith. For example, good faith eldana, this definition also I will write, and this also I will write, because book has that. So you give the conclusion as per Indian Contract Act itself, because book has it like that. And past also, not only this question, including the latest Jan 25 RTP has this question in MCQ, where they have answered as per Indian Contract Act. Yes, son. Yes. Yeah, his doubt is he is using iOS. Indian Contract Act is here. GCA came after that. So GCA is not applicable to Indian Contract Act. But for a transaction which is applicable, whichever act is more specific. Correct. So we will go with Indian Contract. And also Sale of Goods Act came after Indian Contract Act. Sale of Goods Act only has the principle of Indian Contract Act. Are you getting it? Either analyze more. But considering exam, and where exam he has clearly told as per GCA, good title poguma pogal. As per GCA pogum, but as per Indian Contract Act it will not go. In the case court pona, what will happen? Court will give it to benefit as per Indian Contract Act. That's what is given. Look at this. As per Indian. Yeah, look at this. As per, that's why it's given one disclaimer, Mari. The definition of good faith, as in generally understood in the civil law, which may be taken as a practical guide in understanding the expression as Indian Contract Act. That's why he has done a detour here. So in the my question, Vanda, go with ICA's answer. Let's not take that risk. Are you getting it, guys? Okay. And the same is there in Jan 25 RTP. Remember that. Second question. There are two ways to reach from city A to city B. There are many ways to reach. Bus la polam, train la polam. Okay. The distance between the two cities by roadways is 100. Waterways is 80 kilometers. Boat lium polam. How is the distance measured for the purpose of GCA? Roadway or waterway? No. Straight line between 2 points. Everybody confused pantan. Look at this. It shall be the straight line on a horizontal plane. Roadways kadiyadu, waterways kadiyadu. Straight lane. That's it. Are you following, guys? Okay, 3 marks. Yes. Twenty-fourth question. Your case X is buying from watch. Yes. Okay. So 24th question we skipped the time fastly. That good faith came where X purchased the watch from Y carelessly without making proper enquiry. Can it be made in good faith? As per GCA, answer is yes. But as per Indian Contract, answer is, if you look at this, they are giving conclusion as per Indian okay. It is to be determined with reference to circumstances. Anything done with due care and attention which is not manifest, presumably done in good faith. But answer is as per Indian Contract Act. That means this next answer is more betterly explained, because they have mentioned Indian Contract Act. You got the clarity. They are giving conclusion for this as per Indian Contract Act, because StudyMat has both the provisions. That's it. Clear, guys? Okay. Understood? Sure. Feel free to ask the doubts, because the doubts you have, those who are watching online also can have. So raise the hand. Don't worry about recording, guys. I am not going to edit anything. Ninga kekradanga pola, but ask your doubts. Okay. Define the terms affidavit good faith. So upon exam is asking define good faith. You write this dabba and all this in the number in the dabba irukla fully you will write in exam. அப்பதான் 3 marks it's worth it. Are you following, guys? சொல்லுங்க. ஆமா. See, according to GCA, definition ends here. His doubt is, yes sir, இப்படி answer பண்றாங்க ICA. Correct. According to GCA, if you take the bare act, it ends here. But our study mat has given 3 more points. It depends on facts and circumstances. Good faith has different meaning in different acts. And in Indian Contract Act, the concept is வேறன்னு சொல்லி study matல கொடுத்துருக்கான். If study matter they have not given other contradictory concepts. This one concept he has given as per ICA also, Indian Contract Act. So since it's there in our material, our questions are based on materials. That is why for this one question they are giving that answer. Are you getting it? For example, if you take, if a holiday is there now, we are always taking next day. But as per Negotiable Instrument Act, it is even previous day. But that is not coming here because study matter is not having that. That's it. Because our material is designed like that. That's all. Clear, guys? Okay. Affidavit, good faith, they are defined. Okay. Inga paranga, they have just defined what is good faith. And the key points, the Indian contract எழுதலாம். Okay. Next, 28, fast. Last 12 questions. Let's try in 15 minutes. Okay. அப்படிதான் சொல்றீங்க sir. Ajit was supposed to submit an appeal to High Court. I can predict what the question is. You can also predict. And எப்படி என்ன இருக்கும் question? Leave next day. But we should read. But we will read on 30th March, which was the last day on which appeal could be submitted. Unfortunately, on that day, High Court was closed due to lockdown, due to COVID. Examine the remedy available. What you should do? Next working day, COVID, இப்போதான் lockdown start ஆயிடுச்சு 30th March. Court is closed for 6 months. அப்போ 6 months கழிச்சு தான் வரும். How they have tested? See, COVID time la July 21 la கேட்டிருக்கான். COVID related question. Okay, COVID batch. So, Ajit can submit appeal on the day on which the High Court is open. When it will be open, we itself didn't know. அவ்வளோதான், அது நீங்கள் எழுத வேணாம். That's it. Okay. Next, question 29. The MCA published in Gazette of India the proposed draft rules to amend certain rules under Companies Act. The MCA made some modifications in the draft rule already published. In the light of the provisions of GCA, answer the following. Is it required for MCA to publish a draft of the proposed rules? We are discussing how a law is made. I was told in class, this one. This one. Provision applicable for making rules or previous law. I would have told you have to publish a draft of the I told in class also, correct? Publish a draft. Yes, let's go check. Yes, draft is needed. Next, in case of irregularities in the publication, can it be questioned? No, draft la eppadi question பண்ணுவான். See, can it be questioned why there are irregularities? அதனால தான draft. If there are irregularities, I will make the changes. So in case of any irregularity in publication, can it be questioned? What they are saying, no, in case of irregularities, it cannot be questioned. The publication official gazette or bylaw shall be conclusive proof it has been duly made. Later we can, any irregularities in draft cannot be questioned, but you can amend it later. Meaning that if there are mistakes, it will be there until amendment comes. That's it. Is MCA entitled to make suitable changes in the draft? Yes. If there are changes, yes, they can make this. Now you got the clarity. Yes, MCA is entitled to make draft before publishing them. Draft na mistake irukum, guys. Okay. Is it necessary to republish the rules in the amended form when the changes are ancillary to the earlier draft? Meaning there are act and rules. They are testing two concepts here, and the act rules concept no. If the act is now lightly amended, should I again change the rules? Not necessary. It will still be there. Answer is no. It is not necessary to republish the rules. Are you following, guys? Look at this. We studied one concept that rules can be made before also. Okay. That will come this side. Making of rules and bylaws. Look at this. The power may be exercised anytime after passing the act or regulation, but rules shall not take effect till the commencement of the act. Rules thing எப்போ வேணா பண்ணிக்கலாம், முன்னாடியும் பண்ணிக்கலாம். I told her rules can be made before also. Act can come later, but rule comes into force later. I don't have to repass the rules again. Remember this case we were done in class. If act is 2013, if rules are 2014, act rules came later. But if the rules are 2015 vechkonga, act came in 2017, is it fine? Yes, it's fine, but rules comes into effect after act comes into effect. Next, quickly, question 30. Landlord staying in Delhi rented his flat. In the my question vanda, what is this? Notice sending in post irukku. No, I'm guessing. Okay, tenant for 20,000 per month to be paid annually. An agreement was made between them that during the tenancy period, if A requires his flat to be vacated, 1 month prior notice is to be given to B. After 8 months, a notice was sent by A to Mr. B to vacate his flat by registered post, which was refused to be accepted by C, wife of B, and B denied to vacate the flat on non-receipt of notice. B is saying, I didn't get the notice. Unga wife than thuki potang. So, my duty is to send it to you. This only we discussed in the starting. The 3 points: properly addressed, prepaid, posting registered post, covered. That's it. Now will I arrest wife and B or only B? B. I will not arrest the wife because notice is on B. So wife was smart here. Okay. Next, question number 31. What is the meaning of official gazette? We studied in class. Official gazette is the official publication of the government, which will be published on how many basis, guys? Weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis? It's published on a weekly basis. It is the public journal, authorized legal document. Official gazette, na, logically for those who are watching, it is where the official news of government comes for the first time. That's it. What is the gazette? It is published on a weekly basis. It is the gazette which prints all the updates. It is printed by the Government of India Press, GOI Press. Same thing is there here. It is printed by the Government of India Press. Okay. 32, last 8. Whenever an act is repealed, it must be considered as if it never existed. Yes or no? This is basically effect of repeal. Those 5 points I told you guys. Mug up I told I will come in exam. May 23 it came. What is effect of repeal? 3 marks or 4 marks? I think 3 marks only. All those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inquiry, penalty, right, all of that. Are you following, guys? Clear? Next, 33. No person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offense more than once. Yes or no? Yes. You can only be punished only once for the same offense. But if it's different offenses, you can be punished in different act. If you are acquitted of one, does not mean you are acquitted of the other. In our class, I have told, just because you didn't do assault, hitting, theft you would have done, wallet. Okay, May 23. Same concept. Are you following, guys? Clear? Next. Period question on RTP November 23. Okay. Question could be big, but I'm guessing the answer will be small. Neelu Chandra was a director in Laddu Sweets Private Limited. Once while dealing with supplier of raw materials for company, she agreed to get some secret commission from supplier for making the deal. Because I signed deal with you and I got a commission. Afterwards, on finding the facts, the company has filed a suit against Neelu Chandra. She contended that section 66 of Companies Act provides a director of a company shall not achieve or attempt to achieve any undue gain or advantage either to himself or his relatives, partners or associates, and if such director is found guilty of making undue gain, he shall be liable to pay an amount equal to that gain to the company. She contended section 166 is applicable to male directors only. She being female, it will not be liable. What concept? Here in law, he himself or his relatives, he includes she. Masculine includes feminine. இப்படிலாம் கேட்கலாம் பாருங்க question. Section 166 வச்சு குழப்பறோம். Masculine includes feminine. That's it. You know the answer. Neelu Chandra is bound to comply with section 166. Beautifully you are given. Look at this. First provision, analysis, then conclusion. Are you following, guys? Clear? Recording students, you will read this. I'm only getting through the provisions. Or do you want me to read this also? Okay, no, because I'm just trying to be fast. Next, question 34, MTP October 23. Shri was supposed to submit an appeal to High Court of Delhi on 8th September. That was the last day. Another next day. Okay. Appeal could be submitted. However, on that day, High Court was closed due to lockdown in Delhi for 30 days due to foreign delegates. G40 submit, examine the remedy. Next working day. Next working day. That's it. On the day on which the High Court is open. That's it. 5 more questions. Getting far. Again, same question came. G40 submit. 8th September. What do you take? Next working day. Let's analyze. MTP October 23. Repeat H. Okay, that is my fault, guys. Leave it. More question coming. MTP March 24. New syllabus. Now new syllabus questions. Can you see new syllabus now? Case study. Rakshit purchased a new house and after some time he shifted to his new house. He was regularly filing income tax return but did not update his address with the income tax department. The income tax department sent a show cause notice to Mr. Rakshit where the time limit to reply was 15 days from serving of notice. I think again that post question. The notice was properly sent by registered post to his address which was in the records of the department. In my records, this address only is there. The notice reached that old house and present owner of that house refused to accept the notice. He didn't take. After a certain period, income tax department took a penal action against Rashid. He requested the department, please, he should not be charged that he didn't receive the notice. Is he right, guys? No, because he didn't update. Update panla. His mistake. But your answer should have those points. Properly addressed, prepaid, posted by registered post. If it is sent to this, notice is valid. How many times we are seeing this question, guys? That means what you should do now after this video gets over, you should go and the key provisions la in the dabba update you should eat it and wait for the exam. Okay. Next question 37. Look at this. How many times it came? Finally, my favorite question. Financial year na enna kekran. Okay. A confusion regarding meaning of FS arose between the financial executive and accountant of a company. Inge edhuk CA nu podala. They don't want to make fun of CA. Adu kuda theriyadan. Accountant panta paranga. Both were having different arguments regarding meaning of financial year and calendar year. Financial year na April to March, calendar year na as per British calendar Jan to December. 1, 2, past exam December. It came more, guys. Idhuk melu irukku. Only few we are writing here. That's it. 3 marks. Let's hope that in 2025 they repeat this again for you guys. Chances are less because it came recently many times. What is the meaning? Okay, definition ketranga. What is movable property other than immovable property? What is person? This all we saw no in class. Definition of person: company, association, body of individuals. That's it. Moone. Okay. Next, rule and oath. Oath is nothing but affidavit. Affidavit, oath and swear is same. Rule what he has given. As per 351, rule shall mean a rule made in existence of power conferred by enactment, shall include regulation under enactment. Ideally, they should not be asking this in exam. December 21, April 22 and MTP. It's a one-off question. Rule alone, make a note, guys. Rule shall mean a rule made in existence of power conferred by an enactment and shall include regulation as rule made under any enactment. But my view, it will not come in new syllabus. Make a note, but இதெல்லாம் old syllabus pretty bank 21-22. So varakudadu, but just make a note because it's there in the new MTP also. Make a note of rule. Recording students, pause and make a note because rest you have it in our book. Correct? Okay. Last 2 questions. For you guys, we'll finish this. I'll again go back to rule if you want to copy. 39. A clause that begins with the word is iOS. Notwithstanding anything contained is a clause that has effect of making provision prevail over others. It can operate at 4 levels. Explain any 2. What is this? Notwithstanding. Well, so notwithstanding anything contained is called non-obstante clause. Subject to clause and this question. Let me come back to this case. November 23. Okay, I'll come back to this. Last I will take that. Let's finish this also. Avinash currently holds the position of a whole-time director, KMP at Moon Pharma Limited, company that maintains substantial ownership in X Limited, Y Limited and Z Limited. So there are three subsidiaries which are X, Y and Z. Avinash has expressed his desire to expand his role as whole-time director through encompass both X and Y. He wants to be whole-time director in both the companies. Determine the validity of his appointment as a whole-time director in additional companies as per GCA. Okay. As per GCA or Companies Act, they are defining what is subsidiary company controls the composition more than half. Taking into account the above provision, X, Y and Z are subsidiaries. We are told it's subsidiary. Regarding the question if Avinash can be whole-time director in multiple companies, that singular includes plural. So if you can be KMP, whole-time director X Limited, provides that whole-time director of Kim shall not hold office in more than one company except its subsidiary at the same time. So subsidiary here includes plural, one subsidiaries. Therefore, a whole-time director may hold office in more than one subsidiary as per present law. Hence, Avinash can hold office in both X and Y. Okay. Now this 39 mattu mudikalam. 39 in our class we didn't discuss. So let me just discuss here because it is a November 23 question. That means out of 40 questions, one question is like that. That's why we are doing this workout. In the my question vanda, we will add it. Okay. Fine. I'll just teach this over here. Then you make a note, screenshot and take a note. Notwithstanding clause, now you know what is it. Notwithstanding, now that will override over other things. But there are 4 types in solra. What are the 4 types? Notwithstanding any section contained in either subsection, notwithstanding anything contained in the statute, notwithstanding anything contained in the specific section or subsection, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being in force. Beautiful, simple points. Na solran. First, notwithstanding anything contained in any other section or subsection. For example, let's take Companies Act. Let's say this is used in section 42. Okay. Avana solra, notwithstanding anything contained in another section or subsection of that statute. Within that law, that means 42 will override all other 469 sections. The clause will override such other sections and subsections. Notwithstanding anything contained in the statute, this will override the full act. Full act it will override. Are you following, guys? Above, only in other section. That means, first I will just rewrite again. If they say in 42, for example, if notwithstanding anything contained in section 43 to 52 and 42, now 42 will override only this range, it will override. In second, it will override the full act. Third, notwithstanding anything contained in specific sections or subsection, under section, this clause will prevail over the other. Notwithstanding anything contained in specific section or subsection of all the provisions in other statute. So let's say section 42 is mentioning that it will override FEMA Act. Then it will override the other act. Are you following, guys? Not the whole act, the section in FEMA. Section or subsections in the other act. Notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being, this clause will override all other laws. Are you getting it? Above vanda mention pannu FEMA mattu. Then on the FEMA mattu I will override. Here all other laws. So 4 types of notwithstanding. I will override my act. I will override other acts. I will override some sections in our act. I will override some specific act. That's it. For the time being in force, na, at this point of time, whichever acts are active. Whichever, for the time being in force, na, at this point, whichever act is active. Are you following, guys? That's it. We are done with GCA 40 questions. Was it useful, guys? Yes, speed is fine. Fine. We'll continue in same pace for rest of chapters also. Thank you those who are watching online. Bye bye. Thank you.